All right, hey Zeta, what's up? You there, help me! A mischief of Kian has stolen our cargo. The thieving rats love anything that sparkles. They made off with several coffers of precious gemstones. The overseer will flay me alive if he finds out. I beg you, help me get the gemstones back. The Kian fled to their lair to the southwest. Follow the tracks and you're bound to find them. Alright, go and murder them. Got it.
What do I do?
Murder.
Do with what?
I've done the hunting log. I've done the quest. Now what do I do?
Do the MSQ.
Do the main story.
Okay, where do I buy the things from?
The vendor near where you have to turn it in. There's a vendor like right next to it.
Well, yeah. What's the vendor? What
There's a look at your mini map. It'll be a little bag with a coin next to it. You want to go to that person, and you want to buy adventuring gear and make sure it's at least all level 5.
A bag with a coin next to it.
On your mini map, next to where you turn the quest in.
Let's see. I don't see a bag with a coin in it.
Well, shit.
They're all just bags.
All right, well, go to the bags. Go and talk to each one and see which ones have the gear you need.
I just want adventuring gear. Trade craft supplier.
Okay.
No, that.
Now I'm immediately looking at this list here. There's so many games here I don't want to fucking play. All right, we're gonna go ahead and just excise everything off this list. Goodbye, Last Bible. Goodbye, Majin Tensei. SMT2. If Persona.
Okay, Disciple of War, Disciple of Magic. What is this?
Disciple of War, because you're physical damage.
1 through 9. 1 through 9. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
First, I gotta make sure that I'm a rogue.
Yep.
Yes, this is rogue.
Yeah, Arden,
Yes,
that sums it up perfectly. Yeah, just like, hey, don't try to glorify this shit. For fuck's sake, man. It's like I remember I had a very similar reaction when I learned that they removed the petting from Fire Emblem. They were like, oh, people were mad they removed the petting of waifus from Fire Emblem, and I'm just like, why is there waifu petting in this war game? Like, this is a story of war. That's always been my issue with Fire Emblem, is I want it to basically be Berserk, you know? And, like, I remember I saw the opening cutscene for one of the newer games, and it's just a woman on top of a guy violently stabbing him in the face and throat. And I'm just like, ah, yes. This is what we needed. This is how it should be. If you're gonna make a war story, make a fucking war story. Don't be a pussy.
Indeed.
You think if I somehow find the guy behind Snoopy cool? What? Okay, first off, what's Snoopy cool? I've never heard that before. Oh man. But maybe Rick, I tried to track him down and get him to correct his mistake. He's like, maybe I can do the right thing. He's in a dark place in his life, and you're gonna give him the chance at redemption he's needed. Just cane that motherfucker to death.
Hey, when it says I need to equip all level 5 gear, does that count for the accessories too, like the earrings and stuff like that?
What you want to do is after you buy your gear, just hit the recommended gear button, and as long as you have the gear in your inventory or in your armory chest, it will equip it. If you see the gear in your inventory, right-click it and just do place an armory chest, and it'll place it in the armory chest for you. People were celebrating when they revealed Metaphor didn't have a dating mechanic. Yay! Honestly, like, I don't mind. I actually really like social links because it's like, let's turn character building into a game mechanic. I love that, personally. Like, it's a thing that I wish more RPGs had, but I know some people are really weird about it. Like, there's a reason why the cast of Persona is beloved and the casts of Shin Megami Tensei is forgotten. Like, because a lot of times they're just simple representations of ideologies and they're less characters, you know? I know it's that way on purpose, but like, when you have dedicated mechanics to incentivize character building, that's nice. Also, I'm actually in a pretty tough combat section over here.
Damn.
Getting sleepy.
There's no sleep for you.
For me?
Game runs much better in Metal Lenosha.
Eh? It's a noise like a Kieran just made.
Huh?
It's a noise an enemy just made while it attacked me. Eh? That's social links, just no dating. Ah, cool. That's rad. Right. Alright, let's let my health bar recharge, or my MP recharge while I just chill here for a sec. And then I need to get to this back row here, but like, there's so many enemies.
Those Moogles, those cute little Moogles.
Alright, let's push over here.
Not gonna lie, you look like a farmer, not a rogue, so that's perfect.
You look like Farmer
I think.
Steve. Farmer Steve.
Yeah, I look like a farmer and not a rogue. I think that's perfect for my character.
He's in disguise as a rogue in disguise as a farmer.
The fuck am I
Equip your
supposed
head,
to use
body,
this bottle?
legs, and feet. I have
Test.
to equip my
Okay,
head
it works.
too.
Social links are still in Metaphor. Yeah. Good to hear. I've heard good things about Metaphor. It is nice that like I do feel like both Shin Megami Tensei and Persona have been having a bit of an identity crisis over the last like 10 or so years, you know? Like ever since I think the Golden released, it's just they've clearly had a hard time figuring out what they want these games to be. And I know people love Persona 5 and I'm happy for those people. But, like, you can feel the identity crisis in that game. You can feel how it tries to be 100 different things at once. And it's like, I'm glad that they're making something new. I'm glad they're working on something completely new and original to them. And then you get things like Soul Hackers. You get Soul Hackers 2, which doesn't look like a Devil Summoner game or a Soul Hackers game. And it's just like, oh, you just slapped the name on something completely new. So having them make something that's actually completely new is good to see. Yeah.
So I teleported into a place, but the characters didn't load in.
That's
like
great.
the shopkeepers aren't here.
Damn.
Okay, I turned around and then I turned back around and he's here now.
Excellent. But now you can kind of, yeah, you can kind of feel the identity crisis those series have been having. Like 5 was, man, the wait for 5 and how long it took, and you could like every time that game was showed off, it felt like something completely new and completely different, and like it shifted from like a horror tone to like a noir tone to what it finally settled on. You're back. Please tell me you've retrieved the gemstones. Here you go. Bless you thrice over, adventurer. Thanks to you, my hide will remain intact. It's hard to believe the Kakian used to be honest merchants. Some of them even lived in Ul'dah. But then the beastmen were banished from the city, and the Kakian lost their livelihood. Some turned to thieving, and others to petty crime to survive. It's a sad tale, but sadder still that most of the citizens couldn't care less. Damn. Alright. Racism. Do you have a developer like that for you guys? Where you have a developer where you're just like watching them desperately try to keep a franchise alive and they just keep fucking it up and you're just like, please make something new. Please, just make something new.
Stop it already, guys.
Because that's me with, that was getting to be where I was with Atlas, where I'm like, you clearly don't want to make these games anymore. Just, please make something new. That was me. That's me right now with 343 in Halo, where I'm just like, Microsoft, please make something not Halo. Just either stop making Halo or give Halo to somebody else. Because they keep fucking it up. Alright, looks like I have some archery quests to do. Leopold. Alright. Let's fast travel to Gridania. Honestly, I'm trying to think of another franchise that but it's very rare that I have only 1% has the achievement for clearing every slot. That's not shocking at all. If you want to have a fun time, pick a game you have that has an achievement just for starting it and look at the percentage. It's almost always shocking. The percentage of people who just don't ever start up the games they buy is a huge amount. And then if you look at how many people actually clear the game, it's even more shocking of just, wow, nobody beats games. Like, hey, do you beat video games that you buy? Most of them? Then you are in the upper echelon. You do more than a majority of people.
I do that because I don't
buy a lot of games.
Have a whole library of games.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you could argue Metal Gear Solid 3, but I'd say that's rare. That's rare.
Yeah. I'd probably be a chunk
of rare.
I have like 600 games in my Steam library, so it's like I'm probably within that percentage, but most of those are games I either don't want to play or I purchased and ended up not liking or had them gifted to me, you know? I get games gifted to me a lot, which I appreciate. Most of the time I try to play those games. And they're usually games I want.
Sorry.
Go on.
I'm literally double the level that I need to be for this. Why would you yell at me and go, one gear? I don't think you should be going out there. Dude, I'm a level 10. I am an unassuming threat. Let me out.
Let me out! This has been a good stream. It's been great just hanging out with you guys. You guys make for good conversation.
Nice. Good to hear.
Hey. We gotta go talk to the Archers Guild. I love the...
I don't want to select any of these rewards. All these rewards are ass. I can't sell the bronze piece. I have better daggers. I have
wait. You can sell the bronze piece.
All right, bronze piece it is.
Yeah. Just take the gold most of the time. Ah, wow. I can see a lot of people just buying it for, ooh, Miku, and then they play the game and they're like, eh. Because it's difficult. It's a hard game. I know that was my reaction when I bought it. I bought it just because I like Miku, and then I was just, when I first played Project Eva, I was like, I don't like this. This is really hard for seemingly no reason. Now I appreciate it, but back then I didn't. I've been expecting you, Boymo. Shall we get on with it then? First, a quick review. Remember how the Bowmaster had you seek out and destroy targets hidden throughout the city? Well, I would have you do the same. This time, however, you will need to venture outside the gates. I'm sure you've realized this by now, but there's no guarantee of safety within the 12's Wood. As you search, you should take care to mind your surroundings. You won't have the luxury of focusing slowly on your quarry this time. You'll have to keep your eyes peeled for potential threats as well. That said, your objective is to destroy the targets alone, so avoid unnecessary combat and maintain a safe distance from any hostile creatures you encounter. Should you come under attack, take to your heels, risking direct confrontation only if you can outrun your pursuers. The targets are hidden in the central shroud. As before, use the heavy shot technique to destroy each one with a single arrow. Go well, Boymo.
Silly bus driver, we know that's you in the skies.
Z Broly just being straight evil is really funny. Yeah, he's like a rage monster, right? Alex continues to show how little he actually knows about Dragon Ball every day of his life, proving himself to be a fake Dragon Ball fan. Yeah, well, I mean, as I was coming off of things like Guitar Hero, and Guitar Hero, you hit the note. If you hit all the notes, you win. You know, you only lose if you miss. But the fact that you can hit every note in a Project Diva game and still fail is, well, it's shocking for a newcomer.
What did that? What?
You if you talking about like the experience of playing Project Diva the first time, like the fact that you can still hit every note and fail, hit every note and still fail, is
Oh yeah,
yeah,
because you didn't hit it good enough.
right.
I don't know. Project Diva is my first rhythm game.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I know for me that nearly put me off completely because honestly, I just bought it because I like Miku.
Whore.
I'm a whore. Yes, I'm a whore for Miku. I guess.
I said poor. I said poor, not whore.
I said whore. He was a fucking whore. Whore for Miku. Only no Goku. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, there's this bit I heard that it cracked me up, which was, man, I'm so, as an Armored Core fan, I'm so excited for Armored Core 7 because that means I finally can play one. I can finally play an Armored Core game. And that shit cracks me up. Because, yeah, there's a lot of fans of things who just don't actually play the games they're fans of.
Oh, you're a Sonic fan. You must be good at the games, right? You must be good at the
games, right? One simply does not... Alright, where the hell is the sign?
Like, yeah, so far I've S-ranked every stage I've touched in Sonic Generations, except for the Death Egg robot boss.
Stop cracking my scare.
I beat it once and I'm never touching that boss again because trying to hit it is such it's such an ache. I just don't want to bother. And I have trauma from the Death Egg robot in Sonic 2, so no thank you, I'm good.
Is that the Mean Bean Machine level?
No. In Sonic 2? Mean Bean Machine level is in Sonic, Mania.
Yeah. I thought every game doesn't have a Mean Bean Machine level?
Nope, only Mania.
Man, fuck this entire franchise. I was just here for Mean Bean Machine.
You are going to play Sonic Advance 2 and you are going to love it!
Yes, sir! Alright. Hey, does
I can't wait to get a backlit screen modification for my Game Boy.
Does the collection involve... Or does the collection involve... Does the collection on Steam have those games? The advanced games?
Nope.
Oh.
As far as I'm aware, the advanced games have never been re-released outside. They've never been re-released, period.
Oh, okay. Do they have Mean Bean Machine, though?
I don't know. Probably not.
Don't mess with us, Dragon Ball fans. We don't watch the series or read the manga. We just watch Linkin Park AMVs.
Don't mess with us Sonic fans. We reject anyone who's not neurodivergent. I'm not joking. There's a Reddit post about how somebody went, if you're neurodivergent and you're trying to get into the Sonic fandom, then you are attacking a safe space for us neurodivergent people.
What?
Man, can you imagine being like a dumbass teenager and saying some stupid shit on the internet and that becomes representative of your entire community? Like, some poor kid, some poor stupid motherfucker said that shit. And that's all he's gonna be known for the rest of his life. Isn't that sad?
I love it when rage bait accounts finally get consequences because of the rage bait.
Yeah.
Like, take Bella the Wolf for an example. What's gonna happen to her when she grows up and then her employers do a background check on her?
On who?
Ragebait, who said she was better than, God and said that the military is bad.
Oh, yeah, that kind of shit. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, That's one thing. The one that always cracks me up is like, hey guys, take it easy with your fireworks. You don't want to upset our little furry friends. And it's like a picture of a sad dog. And someone comments like, oh, what? You bark all the time and now this shit? Like, yeah, that's what I think of every time. I'm just like, fuck you. You bark nonstop. Enjoy the fireworks, asshole. You have the honor of addressing Mosset. Oh, go on.
I don't know why, but I feel an unbearable level of annoyance when I'm eating something. I look over and I see my dog just standing there like, is for me? No,
I'm just
it's for me.
I'm
you.
just stupid, and I just go, "Aw, dog," and I pat him on the head, and I continue eating while watching him. And I don't understand when my animals are begging. Vea has to go stop begging, and I'm like, "No, she's just sitting there. It's fine."
Like, dude, I'm eating chocolate-covered almonds. This shit will kill you.
Okay, Arden, I'm gonna need you to explain, because like, if we're talking about a bottle rocket hitting a dog and exploding it, like, that's understandable. But like, are you saying the loudness of the sound can? Because if so, damn, I retract my statement. I still think it's funny, but like, fuck, that sucks. I didn't know that. That's one of those things where like you gotta kind of say that part out loud. You can't lead with "you're gonna bother the dogs." Okay, all right. Well, they should have led with that then. Hey, please don't kill. Hey, fireworks can kill dogs. Take it easy. Like, that's what you lead with. You don't lead with, oh yeah. It's like that fucking. You guys ever hear that story about the lady suing McDonald's because
the coffee was too hot?
Yeah, because the coffee was too hot. Everyone likes to laugh about that. Everyone likes to laugh about that. Here's what's fucked about it. The reason why she sued McDonald's is because the coffee was so hot that it melted through the foam cup.
Oh, shit.
And then melted through her leg.
I didn't know that.
See, that's the part people don't mention. That's the part people should say, hey, you know that lady who sued McDonald's for mixing xenomorph blood into their coffee? Like, that's what we should lead with. Let's lead with the fact that the coffee like ate a hole through her thigh, not with, oh, she's such a baby for not like oh man. Thank you, Adam.
Let's lead with how the woke mob ruined my bat porn by getting rude bantered in Sonic Generations. Sonic and Shadow Generations.
There is an interesting idea with that. I was thinking about this the other day, and it's not about. I'm not going to bring up the woke mob because that's ridiculous. It's more just there's an active desire in artists nowadays when they not artists but like in general, but like in like game companies and movies and stuff, to not over sexualize their characters because that's not the style anymore. However, the people who wanted that change to go through grew up in a time where everything is so over-sexualized. Like, you remember when I went back and played Neverwinter, and like one of the main characters had like a fucking like plate armor bikini, and the whole game just pretended that wasn't weird? Like, because there was a time period in like the 90s and early 2000s where just every game was so overly sexualized that it was fucking ridiculous. Like Stellar Blade, Nier Automata, that ain't got shit on like a 90s or like an early 2000s Western made RPG. Like, look at like if you want to have an example, look up Inquisitor Sally Whitemane from Warcraft, and just get a load of the thigh on that lady, and how like needlessly overly sexualized that character is. And it's
I like Nier.
Okay.
I like her too.
So this investigate the Sea Song Grotto thing, yeah, I'm doing that. I'm at the area.
Mm-hmm.
But what's the issue?
The problem...
You keep saying that I'm some yards away, but when I get to the icon on the map, there's nothing there.
Huh.
I'm actually confused. It just says investigate Sea Song Grotto. I'm here. What do you want me to do?
Interact with the thing. Interact with the thing you're near.
What thing? There's
Fuck.
nothing. Nothing. There's no icon telling me to interact with it. Only enemies. Nothing as far as the eye can see.
All right, give it a Google. Give it a Google. See what comes up. But yeah, like totally. Like people got really sick of that thing, and they actively pushed for it not to be the case. Every lady character we see is just like back then was just super overly sexualized and everything. And so what happened is those people complained, and then influenced the way games were made, and then those people stopped playing video games because they grew up and got jobs. They grew up and they moved on with their lives. And so we have a situation now where every game you play, there's almost no sexualization, and people are just like hungering for it. Like people want to see characters get sexualized now. And it's just really interesting to me how like, because the backlash was so strong, it ended up affecting people who had no idea. Like, nowadays you can go back and play those games and it's like, wow, some of these character designs are really cool. Some of these are really bad. Ultimately, I think that's what's most important is it a good character design? Because you can get like Sally Whitemane, for instance, which is just super sexualized, but fucking peak character design. So good. And then you can get the main character from Stellar Blade who looks like a fucking doofus. Or you can get, what's her name from Neverwinter, the paladin lady who looks fucking ridiculous.
What about A2?
A2 looks great. A2 looks like
I love A2.
I mean, it's all about good. It's all good. Like ultimately, everything opinion. There's no like I said. There's no formula to art. There's no formula you can follow to make art work. It's either good or it's bad. You either like it or you don't. You can have a super sexualized character design that looks really good and resonates with people. See the entire Overwatch, the entire female cast of Overwatch. You can also have sexualized character designs that look like shit. See the entire female cast of Xenoblade 2 onwards. Just Bayonetta.
Poor Pyra.
Like you can have really dumb look Pyrrha and Mithra. Yeah, just dumb looking characters.
Pyra, what?
Bad. Shit. Trash.
Why did you say Pyra?
Because I haven't played Xenoblade.
They just say that in the game.
Okay, Panseep. The reason why I don't, the reason I haven't played it because the character designs are trash. I'll play it eventually. I know it's good. Tearaway Unfolded. I have. Yes, that's the. Is that a port or a sequel of the Vita game?
I think it's a re-release to the PlayStation 4 because the PS Vita did so well.
Did okay in Japan, not in America. But yeah. But no, just like you have good character designs and bad character designs, and I feel like that's a thing that'll keep happening. People will rally against one thing, thinking that if you change it, it'll fix everything. When in reality, you do things right or you do things wrong most of the time. Like Rouge the Bat, peak character design. But why do people get so weird about Rouge, by the way? Like, people are so weird about it. It's like, it's a sexy bat. Yeah, it's a sexy bat. Shut up. It's fine. Yes, she has huge titties. Yes, that's because that's the kind of character she's supposed to be. She's supposed to be like your Catwoman or your Fujiko Mine. She's like a femme fatale, People are weird about it.
Alex.
No one's going to mention how Silver the Hedgehog has weed on his face. He has a pot leaf for a face.
The Hedgehog needs to be left the fuck alone. The amount of hate that I've seen got on him is insane.
It's no use.
Yes.
Rouge is just normal. No, like Rouge having tiggle.
He's a victim of circumstance.
Rouge has some tiggle bitties, but that's because that's the kind of character she's supposed to be. She's a femme fatale. They're as someone who has very closely investigated Rouge's tits, they are my good sir. They are more than one polygon.
Clearly, you haven't played Sonic Adventure 2, then.
No, it's like, so here's the thing. A character like that being sexualized is fine. If it was like Amy, that'd be one thing. That'd be another thing. What's up, hun?
What kind of pizza do you want?
What do you have in mind? Do you want to do two separate ones like last time?
No. I think I'm gonna do Alfredo with...
Do we have mushrooms on it?
Ghost is correct. Silver is a victim of circumstance.
Absolutely. Perfect. Sounds good to me. Can you give me some of those jalapeno bites of that cheesy jalapeno bread that I love so much? Hell yes. I'm going to destroy my stomach.
I'm pretty sure the only game Silver has showed up in that isn't... I'm pretty sure the only mainline game that Silver has showed up in that isn't absolutely garbage is Generations.
I just realized I haven't been playing the game, so my character just walked up to this poor woman and just started talking to himself about sexualization in video games and Rouge the Bat, and she's fucking terrified because I have her cornered.
Dude, Can you imagine? I do the thing, and it gets to the I do the rogue quest line, and it gets to the horror music part, and then they just see me talking to the air. Dude, this shit is funny. You should come watch.
Is a whole
no,
different
I'll
story and gameplay. It just shares the title and aesthetic. Okay, cool. Sequel. Hell yeah. I'll look into them. I plan on playing. There's a bunch of video games I want to play actually, but the game does look cool. No, but like I think people need to think about why things happen in games. They need to ask like, why is this character sexualized? You know, because ultimately the answer at the end of the day is always it's because people are horny, no doubt. But maybe we can try and appreciate art and not just throw it away. Because like I feel like that's the ultimate bad faith interpretation is when you look at a story and go, oh, it's because of the artist wanted to do this, and it's like, yeah, okay, cool, way to make it lame. But let's think about it in the story, you know. Let's try to consider these things. For example, TJ, why are the androids dressed like that in Nier Automata?
The puppets.
Mm-hmm. The first androids were puppets. And so that design philosophy carried forward. That's why Devila and Popola are dressed that way. They're based off of dolls.
Kevin voice acting? Guys, I'm gonna need to cut the volume on the call down.
Okay.
Voice acting decided to exist.
Oh, yeah.
In what?
It does that sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Got you. But yeah, like, you just gotta think about, like, why are they designing the character that way? Anyways, you have the honor of addressing Marset. Hey, can you mute your mic, Pansy? You have the honor of addressing Marset, a realm-renowned naturalist and esteemed authoress of New Eorzean Geographic, the single most comprehensive collection of knowledge our realm has ever seen or ever will see. You've not heard of the Geographic? Well, of course you haven't. It hasn't been published yet, and it never will be if my assistants keep dawdling around instead of doing their jobs, so hop to it. Of course I'm talking to you. Do you see anyone else here? Now for the 70,000th time, 5 toadstool caps and be quick about them. Bitch. Alright. That's a level 29 quest.
I think the nicest W is mad that he has no mods because he's charging at me while yelling right now.
Showing a horror movie monster a really funny meme. I didn't know. But I think that's just an interesting thing to think about. I find it really funny how people will rally against one kind of thing in games, and then it gets removed, and then other people will be like, hey, where did this go? Because now it's like, we don't really have sexy character designs outside of gacha and porn. And it's really upsetting. It's like, how about the games that are literally made to trick you out of your money are the only ones who get to have sexy character designs? Hello! How do you do, fellow archer? Fuck! I'm just gonna fast travel back to Ul'dah and then take the airship.
Really? It's not that far.
Alright. Lead the way, Miku.
This way.
Oh, we pulled a mob. God, the Archer's really fun to play.
I know.
Like how huge my bow is.
Yeah, I really like that bow as well.
Stupid ass frenzied moss back. Get your leg sweet.
Calling someone a mossback sounds really bad.
I think paying extra attention to the chat in case someone goes like, "Oh shit, it's Miku."
Gotta make sure people can see you. It's gonna be someone else's here. I'm not taking accountability. I fear that. I feel that, my friend. I'm trying not to think about it, honestly. I'm trying to pretend I'm just like I'm done thinking about years as years. I'm done thinking about time. I'm just gonna roll. Fuck it, we ball.
You're not taking accountability, Ghost. Oh, you
Why don't
should
we all
play
just-
mouthwashing, then.
I should play mouthwashing. I've heard good things.
It's
Not
good.
if you're not going to take responsibility.
Don't tell me anything about mouthwashing. I want to go in as blind as possible. I want it
No,
to be,
yeah, you should.
I want it to be a wonderfully happy experience like with Signalis, which I think, like I said, like Signalis. You know me. You know me. Stories about people being miserable is something that makes me happy. I guess.
Yeah.
Well,
God, Signalis is so fucking good.
Then.
Also, I want to point out, here's a Signalis take I cannot stand. Elster trapping everyone in a permanent dream just so she can dance with her girlfriend again is evil. You all go fuck yourselves. Like, that's awful. She deserves that. Like, that is a terrible take. You're telling me you wouldn't doom the world for someone you love? If you hey, listen.
If you truly love him, you would.
Yeah, if you're playing The Last of Us and you disagree with Joel's decision, you've never really loved anybody. I'm sorry.
A hero would sacrifice you to save the world. A villain would sacrifice the world to save you.
You're goddamn right.
I saw that somewhere.
That's good. I like that. A real hero would. No, yeah, if you disagree with Joel's decision at the end of The Last of Us, you...
When I was playing Last of Us, I was like, yeah, get him, Joel!
Yeah, right? He's wasting time with his approach. If the man is serious about owning a chocobo, he would be better off served by convincing Keith of his intent to provide the bird with the proper care and attention. Sure, man, I totally didn't mean to do that. She is awful, and you should kill her. When you said, okay, I read that as I was distracted by the diva, so I just like the idea of Miku dancing in room, just trying to distract you. She's doing the Henry Stickmin distracted dance. Get distracted. Taking it off my wish list. Why'd you do it? I'm not taking accountability. I'm not going to play mouthwashing now. Taking it off my wish list. Why'd you do it, Pansy? Ghost is asking you questions.
Mouthwashing is amazing. You should play it.
Mm-hmm. I keep getting recommended AMVs for. I keep getting recommended music videos for it.
For what?
Mouthwashing.
Ooh, don't watch it.
I know. There's
I really cannot wait.
I watched like I watched the first second of the "Kiss Me, Son of God" music video for it, and I'm like, nope, good song, but I'll listen to it elsewhere. I removed mouthwashing from my wish list. Soon, toothpaste will go too. I look forward to finally playing. I look forward to the Coffin of Andy and Lele being finished, so I can. I look forward to the. I look forward to the Coffee of Andy and Lele being finished, so I can give the definitive opinion on it.
I actually played it before the incest part got added.
The incest patch.
Yeah.
Oh, they added incest.
The coffee of Andy and Lele, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like a secret ending, so you know.
Ah, so it becomes the only thing people talk about.
The
Yeah.
Coffee of Andy and Waylaced.
Honestly, I just liked it for the fact they were eating people.
Guys. We gotta make up a ridiculous title for the Coffin of Andy and Lele. So we have coffee as the first thing. What could we replace Andy with?
You. The coffin of Panseep and Lele. It's just him looking very scared. We're all Big Boss. We all need to come together to build a giant robot that looks like Big Boss and pilot it like a Titan.
Yeah.
Big Boss is in my pants. Get him out, please.
We gotta make out, Pansy. Well, you made short work of those targets, I must say. It seems you've learned to seek your prey without being preyed upon. Wait, that's not your accent. Let's continue then. I have a mind to give you more practical experience, and we received a request just recently which I think will provide the perfect opportunity. It seems tree slugs and vultures have been congregating in ever increasing numbers in the vicinity of the honey yard, causing no end of troubles for the locals. We have been tasked with culling the beasts. This request comes direct from Stillglade Fane. While the wood whalers and God's quivers can't spare the forces to attend such matters, the conjurers often turn to us for help. And before you ask, there is a good reason why they would rather not see this particular task themselves. The creatures in question possess abilities which can cause problems for the magically inclined. But that's quite enough about Conjurer's troubles. Lucienne taught you how to discern an enemy's key traits, did she not? Well, now you'll need to do something while maintaining situational awareness, lest you be overrun. Consider this a comprehensive review of her lessons and mine own. Your orders are as follows. Head out into the East Shroud, and there put down 8 tree slugs and 8 vultures, using all the skills you have acquired thus far. Good hunting, Borimo. Alright, it's hunting time. Phoebus, I love your name. We gotta make out. This has been a very fun stream. We got about an hour left.
Who said we gotta make out? I said get him out.
No.
You know what, Alex? One of these days,
Wham.
I'm going to learn how to crochet, and I'm going to send you I'm gonna send you ball seep. I'm gonna crochet just a big white ball with 2 lines in them, and I'm gonna send them to you.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw him across the country.
Well, no, then you're just making one of the big Dongo family from Clanad.
No, but seriously, I want to learn how to crochet so I can make my own little mini pantseep.
They should make a pet in this game just called Rock, and when you summon it, it doesn't move. It just stays there.
Or just fancy, but it's just a floating ball.
Shaboko Keep has that little thing on. I love how the Shaboko Keep have something on their head.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
I call them the Chocobeeps.
Hey, Alex, I got a question.
What's up?
Is a far-changing tide still on your game list?
Is what?
Far-changing tide still on your game list.
Yeah.
Alright, that's all.
Leaves the stream. Alex, dunk ball seep into the nearest hoop. Yes, absolutely. I made ball seep yesterday by just saying I'm turning him into a ball, and then I changed his name in the Discord to ball seep. Also, ball seep sounds fucking disgusting. Like it's just that's nasty as hell.
Then why did you turn me into it?
You're lucky I didn't turn you into a pickle.
I got loud.
Morty.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. It was funny.
I get real loud really fast, so if I'm ever, like, overbearing, please let me know.
Alright. You haven't been yet, so it's fine. Trust me, out of the people on the internet I've talked to that are your age, you're the least annoying.
What?
I have met some real squeakers on the internet.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Squeakerton.
What about people my age?
I don't know how old you are.
17.
Yeah, I don't tend to ask people their ages. I just kind of hang with them, and I try not to say weird shit, you know?
Ah, fair enough.
It's pretty easy, honestly. Most things you shouldn't be talking about with people tends to apply to most ages.
And then try not to say weird shit, says the same guy who asked me if my mom was hot, says the same guy who says, James, why don't you blast off all over my face?
Says the guy who didn't give me a fucking answer.
Answer? Where? I would like one.
Nah, never mind. I just think the idea of just asking somebody if their mom's hot is really funny.
What?
And then directly asking their mom if they are hot isn't like an alpha move. Do you have confidence in yourself, woman?
Okay, I know why you keep cutting out. It's a me problem. Hang on, let me see if I can fix this.
I think he's like 13 or so. Not sure, Ardent.
Okay, I'm back. What
Hello.
were you saying?
No, I was just saying, like, I think the idea of asking someone if their mom's hot is really funny. And then I thought about it, and I said asking someone's mom directly if they are hot is like an alpha move. Do you find yourself attractive? You should. You should believe in yourself. Now.
No, man. Are you attractive?
I don't find myself attractive because I find nobody attractive yet. Well, nobody that's real.
Yeah, except for Bowser. He's real.
No.
Tell me, ma'am. Are you like a
I was
like
saying
a
that
magnet?
for a second, and I'm like, how can I twist this into Bowser being real? Then I'm like, oh wait, Doug Bowser. Right. I forgot about him.
Imagine I make a typo and instead I'm lusting for a browser. Oh yeah, Google, Firefox, Microsoft Edge.
Alright,
oh,
alright,
yeah.
alright, alright. The most fuckable browser, let's go. Let's go. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I'm backing down. Maybe I'm pussying out. Yeah, nah, I'm good. This is not a path. This is not a path worth treading. Oh, man.
Definitely not Google Chrome, because they get flustered easily and then they stop the entire operation. They'll take up too much of your time, and it won't be enjoyable.
Pant is a homunculus.
What?
I'm a homunculus.
A homunculus.
Homunculus. Oh shit, get out of the fucking AoE! There we go. I had to alt-tab and check the recording time.
Well, I'm like really excited for you to play that game.
Me too. I really enjoyed the first one.
Yeah, that's why. Second one is a lot more involved.
I really, really, really don't think that pirates should be pirates again. We stopped being pirates for a reason. Come on, man.
One of my favorite things about the Rogues Guild questline, aside from it just being really funny, is it actually gets you involved in the politics of the town in a really fun way. Of just like, yeah, trying to wrangle a bunch of privateers into an actual government's tough.
I'm doing the main storyline.
Oh, are you? Alright, well...
The funny cat lady.
Ah, Stola. You're probably further in the storyline than I am at this point.
So you haven't gone to the magical little thing and what do you mean? I've only done like the 3rd mission.
Oh wait, no, you're doing Limsa, right, so you have different quests than me. Okay. Your city-state changes what starting quests you have.
I'm doing Lurkers in the Grotto.
Ironically enough, all 3 of us is gonna have different starting zones. We have a DPS, a DPS, and a DPS.
Oh my god.
Luckily I have tank, so we should be able to get... I have a tank in class, so we should be able to find a dungeon, no problem.
You know what? I should...
Don't worry. Hey man, don't worry about it. Do what's fun for you. I got this. Because there's not that many. You two are the only people. You two are the only people actively playing with me.
Aw.
So it'll be okay. This was more concerning when we had more people, but Blue fell off and so did Bear. So.
No.
They may come back. Who knows? You never know. But for now,
I'm disappointed in them.
I'm not. People come and go. It's okay. Like not.
No, they should return. They left us.
You betrayed me, Dutch. Let me to die. All right. Homunculus is my favorite. Honestly, I don't get the obvious reasons for Edge. Let me take a quick look. Is it because it's called Edge? It's a little swoop. Whenever I think of Homunculus, I think of this Jim Sterling bit where he was like making fun of the Shix Hydro Man on stage at the Game Awards. And he was just like, I'm gonna come up with my own corporate mascot, the Cornflakes Homunculus, and it just cuts to him in a room with a cornflakes box over his head screaming. It's just like, really? That's what I think of every time someone says Homunculus. I think of that or Full Metal Alchemist. That's a good one, too.
How do I speak to these guys? It says speak with the slacking yield, man. But how do I speak, per se?
Right click.
Well, yes, I'm doing that, but nobody seems to be, in a talking mood. Like you said, starting quest different, that stuff.
Yeah, you'll have to look that up on your own. I'm not familiar, or as familiar. Alright, let's head to the nearest Chocobo Porter and get a ride back to town. Exactly. Yeah, I think of Full Metal Alchemist and that one Jim Sterling bit. It always cracks me up. Here they're trans now. Alright, here they're trans. I'll always think about how they, like, covered nothing but negative, like, bad games on Steam, and then made a video about how, like, indie devs that make good games are struggling on Steam. Like, motherfucker, if you made some videos about good games, people would actually play them. But instead you directed them towards the bad ones. Florimon seeks a capable... Huh? What's up? Oh, talking to Penny. Florimon seeks a capable adventurer to cull vermin in his stead. You have the look of one who has been seen more than his fair share of danger. I am Florimond, a sentry of Jocelyn Spire. Though you would be forgiven for imagining me a sentry of this hut, so seldom have I left it in recent days. I sustained an injury, you see, and have been out of commission for some time. Anyway, my wood whaler comrades...
Arrow to the knee.
He did. Oof. My wood whaler comrades are about to commence a culling operation in the Bramble Patch, and the thought of them marching into the jaws of danger while I languish here like a cuddled babe is frankly too much to bear. I realize this is oh my god, it's Santa Claus. I realize this is sudden, but might I trouble you to take part in the operation in my stead? If you would do me this favor, seek out Captain Anuid at... Anuid. Seek out Captain Anuid at Jocelyn Spire. He will tell you all you need to know. Hey, what was that one word for sexual object that sounded like yolk? I don't know! Sorry! I'm failing this game of Scrabble. Man, Scrabble sucks. Fuck Scrabble.
We Scrabble hating gang.
Scrabble's one of those games that whenever you do something fun or cool, there's some douchebag with a rulebook telling you how it's not cool or fun. And to me, I don't play games to follow the fucking rules, man.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna talk to the Chocobeep and get a ride home. Yeah, just like, oh, you can't pick that, that's a name, or oh, you can't pick that, that's not an English word. Go to hell. I want to play no holds barred Scrabble.
It's like Uno. Make up your own rules.
Yeah, I actually like Uno. With Scrabble, it'd just be like, all right.
Yeah, but like the most basic Uno rules aren't official.
Scrabble is one of those. I think the rule for Scrabble is that if you use a name or a non-English word, you have to use it in a sentence. Yeah, you have to like say what the name is from, and prove that it exists. Like if you put like a name on the board, like, oh, it's a name, it's from this. All right, let's find it out. And like from that point, it becomes a game about lying and convincing the other person. Because if they doubt you enough to Google it, you lose. Yeah, Alex's Scrabble would suck. I don't know, Ardent.
I would hate your Scrabble because I'm bad at lying.
Yeah. No, Scrabble's just like, do you know the dictionary? Do you have the letters you need? That's the challenge. And I'm just gonna say it, the dictionary is not anyone's favorite book.
I honestly kind of want to read a dictionary just for the fuck of it.
That could be your first stream. as a Discord streamer.
My first, when I get a Steam Deck and I'm capable of streaming, my first stream will be me reading the Bible, but I lie a lot.
So you'd be a preacher.
Yes, I'd be a preacher. I'd be an average preacher. I'd be a Catholic preacher.
Man, I'd love to actually read the Bible sometime. I haven't read it for a very long time. I used to had my kids' Bible I read as a kid that I really liked.
Well, hang on, wait, Alex. I'm a Christian. I gotta be annoying now.
I actually really enjoyed my kids' Bible. I remembered, well, because it's like, ultimately the Bible is a book of stories, and like some of those stories kick ass. Some of them are misses, some of them hit. You know, like Exodus, badass story. Story of Noah and the Ark, great. Story of Sodom and Gomorrah and Lot. Nah, that one's kind of ass. That one's not good. Though the imagery of turning into a pillar of salt's pretty fucking strong.
What?
Okay.
I know this. There was this city that was really bad, and God was like, "Yeah, no, you're good."
No.
God went, "Hey, you're nice. Grab your family and leave." And so he left, but his wife decided, he also went, hey, don't look back at the city. His wife decided, I'm gonna look back at the city because that's where I've lived all my whole life. She looks back, and then she turns into a pillar of salt, and I think that gave them the motivation to not look back and keep on moving.
That's the best part of the story. That's the good part of the story. The idea of, like, don't look back, don't show pity to these awful people, and then, because they showed pity...
I don't think she was showing pity, she was more curious what's happening.
Yeah, don't look upon God's power in this way. Now, here's the parts that Pantseep left out. Here we go. So, Lot wasn't just somebody who lived in the city, he was a leader of the city. The city crumbled under his watch. Furthermore, one time, God sent down a couple of angels, specifically the kind of angels that look like people. They're, I don't remember what they're specifically called, but they're not cherubim, they're not seraphim, so they don't have, like, the big eyes and wings. They look like humans. Specifically, they look like beautiful humans. And the moment they arrived, all of the people in Sodom and Gomorrah wanted a piece of that ass. They're like, yo, we want that. We want that angel booty. And Lot's like, he didn't know they were angels, but he followed laws of hospitality. And he was like, no, you don't get to have these angels. Take my daughters instead.
Oh, what the fuck?
And so he gave them his daughters.
That's fucked up.
Then later, God's like, oh, this town is the worst. Go, bye. I just like the idea of God looking at it and going, no. That's the part that grabs me. Just him going like, no. And
I'm not saying it was all off of memory. It was all off of memory.
Same here. And so when he no, I'm not judging you. That's the best part of the story. That's the part you should include. I'm saying the shit that gets left out on purpose because what the fuck. And so the town gets fucking zapped by a big god laser. I mean, that's understandable, right, Arden? Yeah, for real. I'd want an angel too.
Yeah.
But, like, a big old god laser comes down as they're all leaving. Wife turns and sees it. And gets, turned into a pillar of salt. Later on, the father and his two daughters are in a cave, and he is just drinking out of depression. And his daughters get him drunk and take revenge on him by raping him.
What?
Oh.
How does that work?
Here goes the spine cartilage again.
Did I tell you guys the story of the fucking Pharaoh and Abraham and his wife? It's one of my favorite stories in the Bible because it's just funny. It's not even bad. It's just funny. So Abraham and his wife show up to Egypt, and they're taken in by the Pharaoh, hospitality and all that. I don't remember when this is. This must be before everything fell apart, 100 years of slavery and all that. So what ends up happening is that they show up, and Abraham does not trust the Pharaoh. And he goes, "This is my sister." And he goes, "Okay, yeah, all right, you two can, we'll let you, your brother and sister, you sleep in the same room, yada yada, whatever." And then the Pharaoh walks in on them fucking at one point. And he's like, "Dude, what the fuck?" And he's like, "Oh, no, don't worry, it's my sister." And the Pharaoh's like, "Well, why didn't you just say that?" Or don't worry, it's my wife, it's not my sister. And he's like, "Then why didn't you just say that?" So the Pharaoh thought he walked in on him screwing his sister. But in reality, it was his wife.
That?
And he was just like, "Why didn't you just tell me?"
Yeah. Why?
One of my favorite Bible stories is the one where over the 7 days, this king of Egypt didn't listen to God and let his slaves go.
Exodus. Yep.
So he proceeded to make everything get worse. First, it was a famine. Then it was locusts.
Have you ever seen?
I remember.
Fancy, have you ever seen the old DreamWorks movie Prince of Egypt?
No, but dude. I remember seeing a clip of it. Where the river turned into blood. Mm-hmm. And a cool little detail is that the king was like, "Oh, why can't our God do that?" And these people and his servants were like, "Oh, yeah, he can." They slipped some dye into the water.
Yep.
And if you paid attention to the river, the consistency is more thick than the water.
Yeah. And so he's holding up this little basin of red water, and he's like, "Ah, see." Such a good moment. Oh god, I bring the pestilence. The music for that scene is great too, where it's like you can hear like myriad. God's terrifying in that movie, by the way. Like whenever you see him, he's like a hole in reality, or like a fire in the sky. He's terrifying in that movie. But yeah, I bring the pestilence and plague on every house, on every head, onto your cattle, onto your sheep, until there's nothing left but dead. Like, it's so fucking strong. The movie's great. That's why I love Exodus so much, is it's just... Prince of Egypt's a badass movie. On your cattle, upon your sheep. It's a musical. Like, God's singing about how he's going to destroy the Egyptian people. Oh, man.
I think it's crazy that people who failed on that movie got Shrek'd and had to work on Shrek.
I mean, Shrek's a great movie, but, like, still, it's... God, Prince of Egypt's such... It's still the best one. It's still the best DreamWorks movie. They took a classic story.
Watch it.
Oh, it's so good. They manage, like, it's one of those things where it's like, it made me understand Christians. It made me understand why someone would love God the way that people in my family do. Like, specifically the song Through Heaven's Eyes. And, like, being able to, like, live securely in what you do, because as long as you're following the word of God, you know that you're loved and appreciated. There's something very powerful about that.
Me personally, I believe that Jesus did the whole thing, but if you're gonna use him as an excuse to be homophobic, don't. That actively pisses me off.
I think Jonah is actually attached to Sodom and Gomorrah as well. Hold on. Jonah and the Whale. Welcome to the post-stream Bible study, by the way.
No.
Enjoy my openly gay bunny boy while I talk about this. Alright. It was a whale.
The openly gay bunny boy get along with that, I remember, you went on the Hero Forge and you showed us that purple guy. Dude.
Montiato.
I forgot his name. Yes, him.
What is that fish's name?
Would they get in a relationship?
It would be very... I've thought about it. I should write a story about it.
Not just sex, not a one night stand, but I mean like romantic, like any of that stuff.
It'd be rough.
Yeah, sex,
it would be rough because Amontillado he's a criminal. He has the criminal mindset. And like the real criminal mindset, not like in the goofy haha I love crime, but more like he believes that everybody is always competing with everyone else at all times. He would have a hard time trusting, and he would not be trustworthy. So I don't think it would go well. I think he would break Boimo's little heart. Montiato is not a good person. Well, he's not a bad person. He's more just like kind of untrustworthy. He's sketchy. He'd have difficulty trusting, and I think not being able to trust in a relationship is highly destructive.
He'd take my eyes if they weren't attached to my head.
I mean, they're attached pretty weakly.
But
just a little
I'm making a drawing where a chicken just pecked Pantseep's eyes and peeled it off like a sticker.
What?
It happened right after Alex flooded my house with chickens. I say as I side-eyed the phone.
Okay. Jonah is the Nineveh prophecy against it, for the great wickedness has come up before me. But Jonah instead attempts to flee from the presence of the Lord by going to Jaffa. He sets sail for Tarnet. I'll be honest, my last time experiencing the book of Jonah, or Jonah and the Whale, was VeggieTales Jonah, so it's been a minute. I don't remember anything about Jonah and the Whale. I know I like the story of I like the story of Samson. I remember all the cool shit from that story of just Samson, yep. Guy who is strong because God loves him. Guy who is fucking strong, and he lets his hair grows out long because as long as he never cuts his hair, he has his super strength. And so he was in the fucking pits. He was basically, I don't remember the specifics, but he was like fighting against other country. He was loyal to his country, and eventually they would get the upper hand, and he would fall in love with a woman. And this woman was great to him, However, she's just like, oh man, you know, you look really good with a haircut. Constantly. You look really good with a haircut. And it was his promise he made to God, is he would not cut his hair. That was a promise he made to God. And so, because it's a promise made to God, it has weight, you know? And one day, she convinces him, and he cuts his hair. And then a bunch of soldiers attack him, and he is defeated by people from this lady's country, because she was a spy the whole time. Oh. And they locked him up, and they chained him underneath an arena where like his people would be tortured and slaughtered. And he was just like, hey, God, you know, I'm sorry, I cut my hair. Give me my strength back for an instant and I'll make this right. Give me my strength back and I'll make this right. And God forgave him and gave him his strength back. And they tied him to the pillars of the arena. And so he pulled the fucking pillars down and killed everyone. He just destroyed that shit and just annihilated the whole arena. And it was like, all right, yeah, that's pretty badass, man. Just like, fuck y'all. I love that kind of shit.
I love how the doubt emote is just you pointing aggressively, like, you. Yeah, no, these ladybugs, if these ladybugs were to stand up, they would literally almost be my height in the game. What do you mean they were attached to someone?
Yeah, you did the Chocobo quest. Boimo came to the archery for...
you doing the quest.
Oh, yeah. Boimo came to the Archer's Guild for Bible study. Judging by your... Have you ever heard the story of King Solomon and the baby?
No.
Okay, alright.
If you give me the title...
That's the title.
Chances are, no, I'm not going to remember it.
Okay. So I'll tell the whole story. Oh, no, that's sad to think about, Arden. I don't want to think about the birth of Jesus Christ as an NTR story. But... it's really funny when I say it out loud, though. But what I will... So, yeah. Alright, so King Solomon and the baby. There was King Solomon. He was the wise king of Israel. And one day, a lady came to him. Two women came to him with a baby. And one lady's like, this is my child. This woman is trying to take it from me. And the other one went, no, I'm the mother. This lady's trying to take the baby from me. And the wise king of Israel, King Solomon, goes, I know how to solve this. We'll cut the baby in half.
What? No.
So each of you can have half of it. That'll be fair.
Baby will die.
One of the ladies goes, yeah, alright, I'll take what I can get. And the other lady goes, no, don't cut the baby. That'll kill the baby. And King Solomon goes, then you must be the baby's real mother. And gives the lady who doesn't want to cut the baby in half the baby. Because, of course, that's one of my favorite Bible stories.
At least we know she has common sense. We know she has common sense.
Oh, Arden.
I just love hearing Bible stories talked in that way.
It's really...
in a very casual way
it's the best. I gotta link you this video that's all about that. It's fucking great. Or like how Jacob's ladder, and how Jacob wanted a blessing so bad that he wrestled an angel for an entire day. And that's just how strong Jacob was. Like, he was that physically strong that he could manhandle an angel. Something that dwarfs human comprehension. There's a lot of anime characters in the Bible, just like Goku equivalents of just people who are really strong.
So that means everybody in Tekken 2 is as strong as an angel, because you know.
Oh, angel, yeah.
Angel character.
That's fair. Yeah, Tekken was strange because it was like Tekken 1, right, revenge story. Tekken 2, so yeah, Kazuya made a deal with Satan. Like what? Huh? What? Satan?
What?
Final Fantasy 2 did the same thing.
It actually turns out there's this gene in Kazuya that makes him Satan himself.
There is a special kind of magic to the way Japan looks at like figures from the Bible, because they treat the Bible the same way we do like Greek mythology, where there's no like a lot of times when you talk to Christians, they do not want to see stuff from the Bible fully rendered on the screen or rendered in like any sort of way, like no movies, no games, no books, that sort of thing, because they have a very personal relationship and they don't want it to conflict with that, you know? Like every Christian has a very personal relationship with the Bible. Me, I'm like, hell yeah, man. Give me some crazy shit on the screen. I want to see that. Like, I know a lot of people got upset when the stone giants showed up in the Noah movie. I loved it because that's the Nephilim. That's a real thing from the Bible. Those are some of the sons of Cain. Like, there's different races in the Bible. It's not just humans.
Okay, so at this church I go to, I used to be a part of the kids thing.
Uh-huh.
I'm not a part of the kids group anymore because, well, I'm still a kid, but I'm not a youngin.
Yeah, like 1 to 10 is the age range for Bible school and that sort of thing.
So, like, they would tell us Bible stories, and they would actually give us illustrations of it, and I thought that was cool because I got to actively see the city burn and the soul killer.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Ava's the same way, Ghost. They're just like, oh, why did you include this? Is this some sort of... No, it's cool. We just thought it was rad. Excuse us while we create the most perfect rendition of biblically accurate angels as, like, the main villain. That's what the monsters are in that. They're, like, biblically accurate angels. They're terrifying. I love them.
Okay. I remember this story. Okay, so there's these videos that go on about how the villains in some movies, like Kung Fu Panda or like Ratatouille, from their perspective, it's tragically hilarious. And I'm remembering the story where this king was like, all right, guys, you gotta worship me. If you don't worship me, I'm casting you into a furnace. And these two guys were like, no, dude, I believe in God. And if you try to put me in the furnace, I don't think God would be happy with that.
Oh, I love this one.
He throws them into the furnace anyways.
Uh-huh.
So he's like, he looked into the furnace.
Motherfuckers are dancing. Motherfuckers are dancing in the furnace. They don't give a shit. I love that story. Sorry.
Dancing in the furnace with Jesus. And I can just imagine from his perspective.
Oh, it's terrifying.
All-powerful, almighty king. And you're like, look at these two puny mortals. I'm gonna throw them in here. And then you just see them dancing with another man. Who is that man? How did he get in here?
Right? Isn't that imagery so
Why is
fucking...
he in here?
Isn't that imagery so fucking strong? Like, I want to see a Bible, like, I want to see an HBO series about the Bible that's shot like fucking Game of Thrones. Like, I'm not saying crank up the violence. I'm saying if it's on the page, you put it in the show. If it's on the fucking page, you put it in the fucking show. And you just see crazy shit like that on the usual, you know? Oh, man.
This motherfucker failed at his job and then is asking me to do the job now.
Yeah, that's how most of these quests go. No, it's just I love that kind of stuff. Just there's so much strong imagery in the Bible. Like hell, I mean, David and Goliath is just shadow of the Colossus in real life. That's just what that is. It's little man versus big man. Little man.
Again, it's one of the things where if you're on the antagonist side, then it will be horrifying. You see this little boy kill your big dude with a slingshot. Like, square in the head. He falls over. You know what? I think I'm done with this army business. I served well. And I don't want to be here anymore.
Crack. I always felt bad for Goliath. I'll be honest with you. Like, when you first read... when you don't know about the Nephilim, when you don't know about, like, the fact that he is actually, like, another race, there's like, an actual race of giants. That's who the stone men were in Noah. So when you first read that story, you're just like, what? Let the big guy go! you know the commandments. You're like, maybe we don't need to headshot the big guy. Maybe we could let him go. David,
David, please.
David was the first person to hit a no-scope in history.
There's a have you guys ever
Black Ops 6 was nothing but a slingshot.
I would strongly recommend a book. I would recommend a book titled Mythology by Edith Hamilton. Brilliant book. Just basically retelling a bunch of old Greek and Norse and Egyptian myths. But one of the section on the Iliad, just I loved it so much because they were describing the way that, like, in certain stories of battles, they would describe gods coming down to either assist in battle or to possess people. And there's a scene where it's where the name Achilles' heel comes from. There's this big badass guy named Achilles. The guy is literally unkillable. Like, arrows seemingly bounce off of him, swords shatter against his flesh. No one knows why he is this way. And there's a moment, and then there's the prince of the city he's attacking, Paris, who is a sniveling little rich kid who's good with a bow. And he's the reason this whole war starts out. And he's not a warrior, but basically his government gets so pissed at him, they're like, go Paris, you started this shit, take the field, you know? And so Paris goes out there, and he's facing off against Achilles, who wants him dead. And there's this scene of Paris, like, hiding inside the ruins of a building with his bow, as this just man is hunting him, and he sees, like, the gods standing next to him, and, like, possessing him as he's hunting Paris. Until finally he calls upon Aphrodite, who like guides his arrow directly into Achilles' heel, which is the one part of his body that is not invulnerable, and it totally
leave the party.
Alrighty.
All because the mom was too pussy to totally submerge him.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Totally submerge him. That's the one part of him that wasn't invulnerable, and it killed him. And just, isn't that the most anime sounding shit? Like, all of what I just described of just, like, I can imagine, like, JoJo-style editing of, like, Paris hiding into the rafters with his bow, and, like, Achilles just striding confidently, like, Achilles-san! You know, just, like, walking into the building and taunting him. Like, there's such a strong imagery to it. Or, like, the part where... Or the part where... Oh, go on.
I have this book called The Action Bible. I don't know if it's still in my room, but I think it basically just turns the Bible into one big comic book, and I don't know if I still have it.
You should give it a read and, like, send me screenshots of cool shit. Because, like...
Okay, yeah, I still have it.
I desperately want... Like, my dream, like, one of my dream anime... My dream anime is to have the creators of Castlevania adapt the Iliad and the Odyssey into a fucking series. And, like, maybe even use the god character designs from Hades in terms of just, like, this is the coolest versions of these Greek gods. Because there's some anime shit that goes down there. Like, Hades throws a hammer through an entire, like, legion of Trojan soldiers and just, like, jibs them. Like, that's in there. He just throws the fucking hammer and just right through all of them. Crazy shit. Like, you play God of War and you're like, they gotta be exaggerating. But no, for real, it's just like that. Reading the actual mythology is just like God of War is playing in my head while I'm reading this shit. You know, it's just God of War minus Kratos.
Oh my god. So the Action Bible is basically over like 200 stories from the Bible, all put in chronological order and put into a comic book. And the joy on my face when I see that the plagues is one of them.
Okay, yeah, the plagues. You gotta watch Prince of Egypt, though. Like, that's... Where can you... Let me see when you can where you can watch that. Prince of Egypt.
Stop. Don't hurt him. Leave that man alone.
And then he fucking kills that guy. It's on Amazon Prime if you have that.
I have Amazon Prime. Is it free with Prime? Because I have Prime.
It says from $3.99. But it's on YouTube. Hold on, let me see if I can get this to play. You have to buy it. Fuck me. Alright, I'll try to find you a link.
Okay, thank you.
Back to the game. Judging by your smug expression, I'd say you've acquired a feel for maneuvering to exploit enemy weaknesses while covering your own. Vultures aren't wont to keep their opponents at wing length, and their attacks will send you flying. The solution is simple: maneuver to the rear. Tree slugs, on the other hand, have an annoying knack of disrupting spellcasting with their secretions. As such, you do well to keep the creatures away from any mages in your party. Needless to say, good positioning is the key to success in battle, which is why it is absolutely essential that you know your target's traits. What a coincidence! Guy named Odysseus goes on an odyssey. One of my favorite things they describe in that story is how they describe characters like doing badass things as them being possessed by the gods. And I just love the idea that, like, not only do the gods fight alongside their people, they, like, hop on and assume direct control. It's so fucking cool, man. I want either that Netflix series, or I want a Muso, like, Hyrule Warriors style game where you play as the gods in the Iliad and just, like, fight. Oh god, best story, best fucking story. There's a woman. She's a priestess. And it's at the end of the Trojan War. Troy has fallen. The pillaging and what follows, we all know what follows a pillage, is happening. And a bunch of soldiers gather around her. And she grabs a dagger. She has this dagger she's going to use to kill herself so she doesn't have to go through it. And instead, she just cuts the throat of the first soldier who comes up to her. Takes his sword and just kills the rest of them. Just lucky hit after lucky hit. And then she looks over her shoulder and sees Aphrodite standing behind her. The woman who started this whole mess. And so, possessed by Aphrodite, this lady fucking guides all the women out of Troy before they can be, and ends up killing this little makeshift army forms inside Troy as they fight their way out of it and eventually make it to the mountainside. It's so fucking strong, man. Anyway. I recommend everyone watches the old Odyssey movie. It's very good. There's a new one coming out, too. I hope it's good. Needless to say, good positioning is key to success in battle, which is why it is absolutely essential you know your target's traits. But yeah, I recommend Edith Hamilton's Mythology. It's very good. But knowing of these traits is the fundamental part of hunting. Before the Keepers of the Moon conceived of archery, they dwelled not in the city, but the forest. For my people, hunting was a way of life. In hindsight, I suppose it was more a lesson on hunting than archery. Still, Luciane knows well my past. Perhaps that wasn't her intent. Hunting, too, is an art. Before I came to Gridania, I never gave it much thought. But the more I think of home, the more I begin to realize... forgive me. I am not given to fits of sentiment. Truly, forget I said anything. But do not forget that a hunter must recognize his prey's weakness and strike swiftly when the opportunity presents itself. That concludes the lesson. Now I suggest you pay Luciane a visit. She is doubtless eager to hear from you. Can God box? Probably.
I really like the outfit I have for my rogue now.
Hell yeah. Send me a picture. Post a picture in Soup Chat.
Or you could come over here and see yourself. I'm pulling on you.
Alright, I can do that. We can do a crossover, yeah. It is good to see you, Boymo. I hope you've learned much from me. Okay, that's not your voice. That's terrible. That voice sucks. You adventurer, is it true? Are you the one who slew the tree slugs and vultures? Yeah. How dare she entrust the security of our people to the hands of a stranger? I knew Mikote were reckless, but she is downright irresponsible. Shame on her. Did I not warn you that it was folly to suffer that woman's presence in our guild, Luciane? Every time she wastes an arrow on game, she drags our noble art back into darkness. Shoo. A gun god? Probably. There's a story by the writer of Sandman and Coraline called American Gods. That's all about that concept. The idea of people creating modern gods and how there's just invisible modern gods existing for concepts like the internet. And this boy too.
So is Sandman a comic that got that one HBO Max adaptation that people don't like?
Yeah, Netflix, yes. Very good comic, by the way. I'd also recommend the audio drama. Has amazing voice actors in it. It's great. Genuinely fantastic. Well, no. There's the writer of Sandman and Coraline wrote a story called American Gods about the concept that Ghost was just talking about. But Sandman's very good. Just I don't know how to describe it other than mythological horror. Just the idea of myth clashing with reality. Like, if you enjoy Shin Megami Tensei, which I know Arden mentioned earlier, it's a very good read. Because it's the same concept of just modern world, gods are real, what happens, you know? And it does a really good job of it. Very strong story. Stories, actually, 'cause it's more of an anthology than anything. And this boy, too. He's an embarrassment to us all. That is quite enough, Silver. Your skill with the bow is undeniable, as is your love for our nation. Yet there is much more you have yet to learn about archery. Boymo has matured greatly in the short time he has been with us. You know this to be true. Yeah, they do. Snake Way, I love that. I suggest you come to terms with Boymo's presence here. You will be giving him his next lesson, after all, unless of course you have any objections. Good. As for you, Boymo, I would have you devote yourself wholly to training ahead of your lesson with Silver. Suffice it to say, he will not be an easy instructor to please. On that we can agree. Bitch. Give me that money. Wow, the name of the next quest is Violators Will Be Shot. What the hell? That's great.
Oh yeah.
Alright, Conjurer. When we come back, I'll be doing some Bunny Boy healing. Meanwhile, let's go visit Mr. Peep.
Yay!
Are you in Limsa?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be Miku Ghost.
I'm at Summerford right now. I'm trying
I
to
am
find...
indeed the god of entertainment.
Yeah. Oh, well, that'd be, not... Is it Hermes? Yeah, it'd be Hermes. It'd be Hermes. Or Hermes, not Hermes is... Hermes is the JoJo character. Hermes is the god. And the Futurama character. Look her! They dropped the ball so low that your back can take it, child.
I'm level 35.
Okay.
That's the noise that my gnome in World of Warcraft makes. When I do /Q, she goes, woohoo! Alright, I'll meet you in the Bulwark Hall. Wait, you said you're in Summerford?
Yeah, I'm in Summerford.
What region's that in?
It's in middle of Nosha, if I'm correct.
Alright, I'll catch a chocobo there.
I am also on my way.
Alright.
But I first gotta get to you know.
Summerford Farm has the target dummy I always use to practice my rotation. Beep 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 beep. Oh, Bod, your Pansy's about to die. I'm coming. I'm coming.
The stupid bull.
You might want to cloak and get out of there, buddy. There you go.
Yes, I would cloak, except for the fact that I don't have it yet. Oh, I do have it, but it's not set up. Say, could you leave me alone? That would be very nice.
Yep,
I was here to get some black loam, and then you showed your ugly mug.
Oh, hey, this guy's fishing. That's a big pole. God damn.
There's a lot of RP players outside of Uda.
Oh yeah, as always. Are they doing? They're probably doing an event. Oh, you mean outside the city?
Yeah, outside the city.
Oh, they're probably doing an event.
Huh.
I don't want to do this damn fate.
All right, go.
Leave me alone.
Oh shit. I mean, yeah.
Can you see me if I'm using hide?
Yeah, I can see you. I can see your name floating by. I'm trying not to aggro any of these wounded orcs, but you're deep in there, man.
Don't worry, I can just hide. After all I need to do is get some black loam, and that'll be nice.
Very different. Very different, Ghost, without a doubt.
I was collecting stuff!
I got you.
Okay. I think oh no, I can't lead them over to you. I can't have you getting hurt.
No, it's okay. Did you get your objective?
No, because the stupid fool interrupted me.
Miku, we're gonna need your help. Alright, I'm gonna try and put one of them to sleep.
I'm going to Limsa right now.
Oh yeah, second one please.
I'm even skipping the cool cutscene.
Don't skip the cutscene. I'm gonna put him to sleep. I'll put him to sleep. Don't worry. You're out. Alright, cool. Just don't hit any of them and you'll be fine. God damn it, Pansy.
I won't! Auto attack!
Where are you guys?
Middle of Nosha, Summerford. I think we got it though.
Invite me to the party.
Are we okay? We okay? Oh, gotta deal with the bees. Not the bees! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! All right. I got him. Hold on. I'm just trying to sleep all these enemies so they don't kill Pansy.
Fuck it,
I can't find you.
I'm getting my goddamn black roam.
All right, party.
I'm doing the story quest. Okay, can I move? No, not forward.
I'll send you an invite. 1 sec. There you go. Get in here and hurry because I'm trying to keep this kid alive. We need some damage.
On my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
Are you on your way to eat my skin?
Haha, no.
Here comes the Crimson Skit. Oh, wait.
I'm on the way to save you.
Get out of the AoE. Not the bees! The bees!
I found y'all.
Alright.
Well, I need to level
Time for you to
sync.
get stunned? Yes, I do. Oh, the last hit. Oh, oh.
Well, we completed the quest, which we didn't intend to do.
I just wanted some goddamn black loam. I just wanted this little thing.
Stop running!
Well, I got to do some healing. That's pretty cool.
Well, I kinda got here late. But anyways.
Hey, that's cool. We got to end the stream with a boss fight.
Oh, hey, nice. Oh yeah, this is my little rogue thing.
Oh, hell yeah. You look good. Way to make it awkward, Boymo. Hold on. /sit /C-pose. There we go.
Okay.
There's his, that's his sitting. He's...
I'm not man-spreading. I refuse to man-spread. There we go.
Is
I
that
think this shit is
that's an
perfect.
elephant mixed with a bull. Yeah, pretty much. Siri, the green man stuttered because he's having many different conversations between many different times, and like how terrifying it would be to hear him speak clearly because this being has your full attention. That is such a great...
Ooh.
That is such a great reading of the... Like, I've
that.
never considered that. Considering he's like a multi-dimensional, multi-timeline being. We should move.
Yeah.
These guys are going to respawn soon.
Okay.
No, I didn't even throw a single rock.
Well, not you. Okay.
All right,
Yes,
let's
he's
get out
dead.
of let's get out of this hole.
Yes.
All right, where do you guys want to go? I only have. I guess we should part ways because I only have 2 minutes left, and I need to get Boymo to bed.
No, we should go to the tavern. You know.
Yeah, but I gotta get off soon. So maybe next time. We'll have dinner next time. I promise.
God damn it.
We'll have together breakfast. Give me a hug, Miku.
Next time, like, I'll be here next time.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna be doing this at the same time, so.
Yeah, no, I'd probably be getting home around now.
Oh, for real? That's a bummer. Well, some other time then. All right, bye, Pansy.
Grounded Raider.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna return to the Steps of Nald and then do my outro. I will say goodbyes to you guys now, leave the call, and then I'll log off shortly after. Take care, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You too. Bye.
Oh, Jingle sent me messages. Letting us know when there's gamma. Alrighty. Right, let's go ahead and get Boymo back to bed, and we'll go ahead and wrap things up. Thank you all for being here tonight. It's been a lot of fun, just kind of hanging out and talking. Like, this may feel like we went horribly off topic, but that's what this genre is all about. Like, this, like, the little secret to MMOs and what makes them special is nothing. They're just kind of normal video games, but with a much larger social component. So, that's the secret. So yeah, this is just fun hanging out and talking to people, talking to you guys about stuff. I learned a lot today, and I hope you learned stuff too. Thank you for being here, and I hope to see you all tomorrow for some... I think we're playing more Daggerfall? Oh wait, no, I mean, I'm not going to be... I may or may not be streaming tomorrow. We shall see. If I do stream, it'll be Daggerfall, though. Yeah, green eyes from Epo, where his eyes flash green. Yep, totally. Alright guys, thank you all for being here. I hope to see you all tomorrow for some Daggerfall. If you enjoyed the stream and you're new here, be sure to follow. If you want to see more from me or you just want to hang out, be sure to join the Discord via the link I'm posting in chat. If you want to support the stream, help it grow, and help us to achieve our goal of getting me a new mouse and keyboard, because mine are pretty fucked, be sure to subscribe. Subscribers also gain special access to the special subscriber channel in the Discord, as well as many other privileges. All that being said, I hope you have a wonderful night, and I hope to see you all next time. Let's go ahead and now let's find someone to raid.